This is your spoiler warning. The following preview contains a number of early game spoilers from Saints Row 4, and if you want to go into it fresh, just take my recommendation that the game is turning out awesome, and skip the rest of the video. For everyone else, enjoy. Saints Row 4 begins with a parody of nearly every other game on the market today. The leader of the Saints has tracked down an old enemy to some unnamed Middle Eastern country. Instead of punching enemies in the balls, he or she is giving them what for with good old-fashioned ammunition, and generally dispatching opponents in a more conventional method. For example, you've got the good old-fashioned stealth kill. You've got standard gunfire and huge explosions going off. And there's everyone's favourite overdone trope, which is kicking in a door and then going into slow motion so that you can shoot enemies in the face. The mission culminates in the boss of the Saints being forced by circumstance to save Washington DC from annihilation at the hands of a nuclear warhead. This one uncharacteristically selfless act earns the Saints the adulation of America and propels the boss into the White House. Literally. As in, clean through the roof. Five years pass. An alien emperor known as the Zin decide that this is a good time to attack humanity, and by extension the Saints themselves. This is the kind of shit that the Saints don't take lying down, so the Saints attack the Zin right back. Things aren't looking so good for humanity, and very soon it's looking even worse, as the leader of the Saints tries to take on the leader of the Zin, and things don't go quite according to plan.
Why do you humans enjoy leaping so much?
Morning, dear. I made your favorite breakfast.
It's not long before they're captured and thrown into an unrealistically pleasant version of Steelport from the 1950s.
Eye diddly eye, neighbor!
Aye, fuck you as well.
We don't use that kind of language here in Steelport.
Soon after this, you'll be reintroduced to a more familiar looking Steelport, with the main difference that you can now run faster than speeding vehicles and jump about 100 feet into the air. To put it bluntly, you've now got superpowers. You can freeze enemies with ice, you can shatter them in a single blow, or you can just shoot the alien bastards in the face. It's entirely up to you. If you do happen to get too rowdy, however, instead of sending the army after you, the Zin will unleash wardens. Superpowered mutants that have a lot of the same abilities that a powered up boss does, and when they punch you, it tends to hurt quite a lot. Now one thing that has to be said about Saints Row 4 is that traversal, just the basic act of getting from point A to B, is a hell of a lot of fun now. Simply running down the street like this will create a vortex behind you that has the tendency to suck up any pedestrians or objects that get in your way, and there seems to be no practical use for it. It's just fantastic fun and great to look at. You can listen to radio stations while you're running around. It's very easy to control and it feels great. And then you've got all the new alien technologies such as this alien abduction rifle. It doesn't even have to be used on those poor bastards over there. If at any point you feel like getting to the roof of the world, just use it on yourself. You'll be sucked up to the skybox ceiling and you can swoop around from there. Getting around is easy, and more importantly, it's a hell of a lot of fun. Your superpowers are enhanced by locating data clusters on rooftops. There are tons of them littered around the game world, although I've actually collected them all here. And there's also the activities from Saints Row, you know, the previous titles in the series. They've returned as well. And anyone who's a fan of the crazy insurance fraud in 2 as opposed to the watered down version in 3 should be quite happy with what's happened here. But while you may be superhuman in the virtual world, in the real world you're still a weak, fragile little human. So if you don't get rescued by Keith David, there's a good chance that things won't end quite so well. And while there's a lot that I could say about the game and the gameplay and all the rest of it, I think I'll cut the preview short here, and hopefully leave something for you guys to discover when you buy the game yourselves.
Thank you. I mean it.
You're not wearing pants.
This just got weird.
A little bit. Do a barrel roll!
Spin this ship, damn it!